Hi everybody, my name is Hannah, this is Pepper and Pine, and I have a geometry lesson to share with you today. We're working through our Nature, Number, and Geometry main lesson book. This one is from Live Education. It is Waldorf-inspired curriculum. So we're going to be working through hexagons, and this is the beginning of the book, and we're going to be doing a lot of 6 division of a circle. We are continuing in our geometry main lesson book from the previous year, so this is some of the work that we've previously done. You can find a lot of those tutorials on my website at pepperandpine.com. We're going to start by drawing a large circle. These main lesson books are 9.5 inches by 12.5 inches, so the radius is about 4 inches. Then we're going to do our 6th division of a circle. Now, a lot of these lessons begin with 6th division of a circle, and so at this point, my daughter, who is my only student at the moment because we're just down to homeschooling 1, has gotten really proficient at doing 6th division of a circle. You want to put your compass on the periphery of your circle and then swing it so that you can have 2 arcs that intersect the circumference, and then you use those arcs to then place your compass once again in order to get your total of 6 divisions of a circle. I'm marking the 6 points with A, B, C, D, E, F. And once I do this, I realized that I actually wanted to have A directly vertical above the center of the circle so that it is parallel to both edges of the paper. So I erase them, and I'm going to do the 6 divisions once again, making sure that I'm very precise as I swing the arc around. And when I place my compass down on that arc, I'm very careful to make sure that it is as centered as possible so that my 6 divisions are as precise and even and spaced out correctly. It's time to connect these so that you're having 3 triangles intersecting around the circumference. And now we're going to be coloring these in. So I'm taking green and blue, but because they're so close on the color wheel, there's not a lot of contrast between these different shapes. And so I had my daughter use yellow and blue instead, so that there's a little bit more differentiation between these triangles. So now that we've colored in those 6 triangles, we're making the hexagon on the outside, which actually should have come before we colored in those triangles. So now you can see this other triangle emerge between those 2 green triangles. So we're going to repeat this process by connecting the lines, the points, to create lines inside this hexagon so that once again we have 2 triangles that are surrounding the center of this image. So it's the same center of our circle, but now we have a hexagon within that circle, and then within that hexagon we have 6 triangles, and then you can see another hexagon form around the center with the triangles being on the periphery or on that or around the edges of that hexagon. Now we're going to continue by drawing more triangles within that space, and as we get smaller and smaller, it becomes more challenging to be accurate because any little bit of inaccuracy starts to really show up as you get to the center. Once I was done, I took my General's chalk pencils and went over these sections a little bit more to sort of blend the colors and sort of enhance them a little bit. Because I used 2 colors that were so close on the color wheel, there wasn't a lot of distinction between the shapes. And this way I was hoping just to bring out a little bit more distinction, but I would have chosen 2 colors on the opposite side of the color wheel in order to really allow that hexagon and those triangles to really come alive. I hope that you enjoyed this brief look at the perfect hexagon and how we can keep making them cascade down into the center of the page. Don't forget to check out the blog post that accompanies this video for more information on this lesson, as well as links to all of the resources that I've used, as well as other tutorial videos for our geometry main lesson block. And if you'd like to see how we're homeschooling on a daily basis, you can find me on Instagram and now on TikTok at Pepper and Pine.